Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call, Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rakah Kodash, double honors to the big brethren, the men of great millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down is teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Shalom Bayat Daladah, and to the Akim Wata Sata repent, Shalom to Yahweh Mashbakat, Shalom. I've been meaning to go into this a few days when I first saw this. But, and then I saw it pop up again on the feed that the brother Yashawamba sent this through. So I said, man, I done saw it like 3 times. I had planned to bring out something on it, but then I saw it 2 more times, and this is the 3rd time I saw it. So I'm like, man, well, fuck, I might as well go ahead and just bring him out. It's the most high Yahweh Shem Shah probably telling me, just go ahead and bring out the scriptures that you go bring out on it. You know? So I said, oh, you know what, let me just go ahead and do it. Let me just go and do it. Since it keep popping up, that's like I try to examine what's going on. I try to see certain things that happen to say, and it just popped up 3 times. Like, man, let me just go ahead and do this then. Since he keep, because everything is up to Most High. Everything is up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua anyway. See, so I said, man, let me just go ahead and do it then. Bring it out. Because our people are simple as hell, man. They are simple. Look at her with her hands up. Hey, you praying? What are you doing? What do the scriptures say about that? Was Yahweh Shah sitting up in front of a gang of people when he was praying? No, that's secret. Whatever you ask in the Most High for, whatever you ask in Yahweh Shah, it's between you and him. Or rather, you and them. It's between you and Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. See? But you think you supposed to be just a room, a bunch of. Let me just read this, man, real quick. I tell you, they just simple, just a room full of simple ass women, and then got this little brother sitting up in there. He just, they gonna destroy him. They gonna destroy that young fella if he don't get from around them. They gonna destroy him. They gonna destroy him. He gonna fuck around 9 times out of 10, wind up being effeminate, or just a brother that just gonna be full of anger and rebellion, or it just gonna be through. And a room full of silly ass women. Matter of fact, let me just read this though. Let me start off with this, because I want to get into that prayer stuff. But but let me just start off with this. Romans 10 and verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness, and all these motherfuckers in here is ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness. Yeah, you see a few in there, they got on dresses, and they got their head covered. You see that. But so I can't say anything about that. That's a good job right there. See? But they still simple. They're still simple. All this up front. They put that shit on in there like that, right there, in there, but then go home and then be wicked as hell. Just simple as hell. But let me see what it says. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh. See, but let me grab this other one pertaining to these silly ass women. 2 Timothy. I started 5. 2 Timothy 3 and 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. What's in there? What you think in their mind? They ain't got Yahweh Shah in their mind. They ain't got nobody that's of their nation. They king. They don't have him in their mind. They got some pasty face, blue-eyed doggy hair flowing ass motherfucker in their mind, man. They ain't got Yahweh Shemiah Shai in their mind. See? But what it says, having a form of godliness. And what is a form of godliness? Them sitting up in there with a dress on, got their head covered, but they simple as hell. You know, I guarantee you they ass is celebrating pagan holidays and eating swine's flesh and eating all kind of abominable shit. See? And then the ones that just in there that got pants and shit on, they just through. Just rebellious, some rebellious motherfuckers, man. Shit, my old lady, she a rebellious motherfucker. Tell her, man, you look good in a dress. I don't like dresses. Damn, you a damn woman. How you don't like something? Because why? They wasn't taught it. They wasn't taught it. When you a little child, you supposed to be taught these things. And what they gonna do? What is that? Proverbs, what is that, 22 and 16? You be taught these things as a child. When you get older, you gonna continue in them. See? But they don't do that. But let me finish reading this. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses. And what I'm gonna play this video, and you gonna see this damn freak show that they in there trying to act like they gonna hear the word of the Most High in this damn place. Just a bunch of silly women. And what he says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and led captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And they go sit in there and they never go come to the knowledge of the truth. Now I'm going to play this and then I'm going to read a few more scriptures and end it off. But they never go come to the knowledge of the truth. Never. Look at this. Look at this. Wait a minute. Oh, I should have. Now, come on, man. What do the scriptures say? Matter of fact, let me read that too. Because I thought it was going to start from the beginning. But, man, look. Check this out. Let me just get this. What it says. Let's go to Sirach 19 and 29 and 30. And what it say? A man may be known by his look, and one that had understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter, and gait, meaning the word gait, meaning how he stand, how he walk, show what he is. See? So we can judge. We can look right at your ass, and if you look like a damn sodomite, and we can say it. And we can pass out your judgment to your ass that the Most High go give you too. See? But look at him. And that's why I say these are a bunch of silly women. You sitting up here, this dude, he got the posture of a sodomite. And they all up in there listening to him. You think you gonna learn anything about Yahweh Shemiah Shai listening to somebody like that? Just a bunch of silly women, man. Don't know nothing. See? But let me play this, and you can look, watch this. Now he just done threw a weighted blanket at her. Now what kind of man would do that? What kind of man would do that? What kind of man would throw a weighted blanket at a woman? She's a woman. Why would you hit her in the head with a weighted blanket? That's why I said silly women laden with iniquity. Just silly, just simple as hell. He threw it and hit her in the head with a weighted blanket. And they in there trying to think they gonna hear the word of the Most High from him? What is he hitting her in the head with a weighted blanket for? What does that got to prove? What does that got anything to do with the scriptures? Just simple. Our people are simple as hell, man. Look at her. She hurt. The sister hurt. And look at his ass. Just simple as hell, and all you see in there is just a bunch of silly women. He didn't hit in the head with a weighted blanket, and she fell off her feet and probably got a concussion, a hip fracture, or anything. And he just sitting his tenderfoot ass up there like he ain't did nothing. But let's get this, because I want to get into these prayer scriptures. Don't make no sense. Just simple as all that goes. Simple. Now, what did Yahweh Shem Shah say about praying? Is you supposed to stand up with a gang of people and pray? No, that's between you and him. You're supposed to do that alone. These people are something else. But let's grab this. Matthew 6, and I'm going to start at verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. What is their reward? That you're going to be seen of people praying. And this is their reward. This is all you're going to get. He ain't going to answer you. Verse 6. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door, meaning ain't nobody supposed to see you praying. You're supposed to do that. That's between you and the Most High. It's a secret. And what it says, but when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door, meaning ain't nobody supposed to see you, pray unto the Father Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, which is in secret, and thy Father Yahweh, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. You're going to get your prayer is going to be answered when he said he going to reward you openly. See, but if you're doing that around people, he's not going to answer it. If you telling people your prayers, he's not going to answer it. Why? Because it's between you and him. See? And this is why I read those scriptures pertaining to our people. You're ignorant. You go about to establish your own righteousness, but you have not hearkened unto the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You have to do what he said do. Don't follow your own way. Do what he said do and how he said do it. And when you want something to go your way, he'll help it. He'll let it go your way. But you must do it his way first. See? But verse 8, Matthew 6 and 8. Be not ye therefore like unto them. Matter of fact, what it says, I'm going to read verse 7. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do. For they think that they shall be heard for the much speaking. Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him. So the Most High Yahweh, he know what we want before we even ask him. He know what we need before we even ask him. See? So you got to be honest in it. And if you want your prayers to be answered, you got to walk in righteousness, man. You got to walk according to his righteousness, not your own. Because our righteousness is as filthy rags. See, you just like these silly ass women here laden with iniquity. Why? Because their righteousness is as filthy rags, meaning iniquity. See, but let's go here though. Just grab these. Let's go to 1 John 3 and 22. And whatsoever, matter of fact, first let me go to St. John 9. Let me get that one. St. John 9 and 31. St. John 9 and 31. Now we know that Yahweh heareth not sinners. What? He don't hear sinners. So if these are silly women in here laden with iniquity, you think he hears them? And they sitting up here with this whole tenderfoot ass person, whatever he is. He look like a tenderfoot to me. And then he going off. You going off. He got you going off in here. See, you got your now just nonsense, man. But what it says, St. John 9:31. Now we know that Yahweh hear not sinners, but if any man or woman be a worshiper of Yahweh and doeth his will, him or her he heareth. See? So if you into doing the things that's pleasing to our Father Yahweh in the spirit in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim, put it like that. Hey man, he gonna hear you. He gonna answer. He gonna help you. But if you don't want to do things to please him, he not gonna help you. You're on your own. You're on your own. See, you're on your own. But let's grab this. 1 John 3:22. And whatsoever we ask, we receive of him. Why? Why you gonna receive it? Because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. So these ain't my words. These are words of our Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Period, point blank. See? So that's why we supposed to be doing what? Walking his righteousness. And he go guide you the way. He go guide your footsteps, man. But if you don't want to do nothing, you want to go against his word, like this shit right here, setting up with this tenderfoot right here, and she calling herself praying. Man, he ain't hearing that. He ain't hearing that. And that's a shame, man. But let me get some more, and just a couple more, and I'm gonna end it off. You know. But let's go to this. Proverbs chapter 15. Proverbs chapter 15 and 29. Proverbs 15 and 29. I started 28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poured out evil things. Verse 29. The Lord Yahweh is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. See? So that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. So if you want to be heard from Yahweh Shema Shah, you have to do things that's pleasing in his sight. You have to. And if you don't, hey, that's it. But let's grab this one. First Peter chapter 3. Because, man, look, you ain't going to do what you want to do. You just ain't going to run around and be committing all manner of wickedness and then think he going to hear you. Shit, that ain't going to happen. But what it says, First Peter 3 and verse 12. Matter of fact, I'll start at 11. 1 Peter 3 and 11. Let them eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue it. For the eyes of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. Not the wicked, the righteous. Those that's going to seek after Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua ways. But what it says, but the face of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is against them that do evil. So if you want to do evil, is a form of you committing iniquity. So if you want to commit iniquity, he ain't hearing you. And all these individuals in there, they all laden with iniquity. They all silly ass women laden with iniquity. Period. The Most High don't care nothing about that. You motherfuckers, you Israelites better get it right, man. You better get it right. Because judgment is coming. But let's grab this. Psalms 66 and verse, I'm going to start at 17. I cry unto him with my mouth, and he was extolled with my tongue. If I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord Yahweh Shah will not hear me. What does it say? If I regard iniquity, and that's sin, transgressing the Most High ways. What it says, if I regard iniquity in my heart, meaning your mind, if you thinking of committing iniquity, guess what? Guess what? The Lord will not hear me. But verily Yahweh had heard me. He had attended to the voice of my prayer. Blessed be Yahweh, which had not turned away my prayer, nor his mercy from me. Why? Because he did things, that was David saying that. Malak Dawadah said that. But this also applies to us. See, we supposed to do things that's pleasing to him, and he got you. See, but if you don't want to do nothing the Most High wants you to do but as being righteous as an Israelite, he ain't going to hear your ass. And you can cry and pray all you motherfucker want. He ain't going to hear you. You know, so I ain't want this to be long. I just wanted to bring those things out. Because our people are simple, man. You sitting up here with this tenderfoot praying. You don't need him to pray. Go into a place of your private, a place of private secrecy, and pray to your Father, and He'll hear you, Israelites. Don't do this. And I'm going to end it off there. All praises be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Shalom, Yasharallah. Shalom.